Welcome back, everybody. We are going to Glendale for one of my favorite tours, Stadium Championship Series West, for all these stack-up drivers. And you guys are looking up to the lineup right there. We're going to see so many awesome, phenomenal races out there from top to bottom. We're going to get ready to get going. Emmett in the Velociraptor. For the first time in a while, he gets to bring back the eye on the side of the truck, even though, you know, he wants to bring it back up. And his opponent's going to be Gru in the Scorcher monster truck. Let's see what Emmett and Gru are going to take it out right there. This is a battle between the Lego Movie versus Despicable Me. Here we go. Both trucks are looking staged right there. I like the part how Emmett and Gru are looking at a little bit solid right there for both sides right there. Emmett looks like he's taking the lead. He's trying to get it up right there. And it looks like he's going to take the lead right there. And to the final turn right there. It looks like Velociraptor's taking the lead. Scorcher's trying to catch up, but I believe he's going to be a little too late. And Emmett and Velociraptor really knock out Gru and Scorcher. What a good race out there from all these guys and gals out there that they try to put the top and bottom, you know, push it to the limits out there. But still not bad, you know, I'll give them that. You know, what a good race out there between all these guys and these guys right there. They try to do all the things they got. So yeah, that's what I like. Here comes Mavis Dracula, Lucas Oil Stabilizer, her opponent Tank and Punisher. Now I remember before, last season Mavis was no longer undefeated against, you know, because of Ethan and El Toro. However, Mavis is still one tour loss, but to do that she has to face this guy if she wants to break his you know, his tour win. But Mavis got to put a little upsets because she's falling back into the final turn, and it looks like Tank is going to do it, and Tank is going to be your winner here for tonight. What a good run by Tank, but I'm kind of a little sad and disappointed for Mavis's run, but you know, you can't do nothing about it. What a good race out there between both guys and gal, or a guy and a gal out there, but unfortunately Tank got the best of it, and Tank is the only driver to still remain undefeated, and we're going to find out more. All right, coming in next, ladies and gentlemen, it is Tank's rivalry, Pacifica Northwest in Sparkle Smash, and her opponent, Summer Smith and Whiplash. These girls are really long-time good besties. Although that they really love each other so much, they're very good friends. Like, they're like best friends. But they're gonna have to hate each other on the track. So yeah, Pacifica Northwest looks like she's trying to hang it up right there. It's great to see her driving back the horse truck. Last time she drove was Horsepower, and she had a dominant season that one season where she won a World Finals Racing Champion. But now with the new Sparkle Smash, it looks like she's making a name for herself. And it looks like, speaking of that, Pacifica is going to get the best of her. Summer Smith, not really the much that she wanted to do, but still, it is what it is and all that stuff. But still, I'm very proud for Pacifica, how she come up with. And yeah, that's what's amazing run out there. What a good run right there by Pacifica Northwest. Summer Smith tried everything she can out there. Unfortunately, it looks like it got the best of her, so you can't do nothing about it. So yeah, that's how it is. All right, everybody, here comes Jonathan Lochran in Max D. He's going to be driving the red version the entire season. So far, it's been not really luck of a draw that I expected from him. And his opponent, Drew, in 32 degrees. Let's see what Drew is going to try to pull the game upset right there. These guys are going to get ready to get staged right there and all that stuff. And Drew looks like he passed the line out there, and he's going to reverse it. His crew chief had to help him out. And here we go. Max D, 32 degrees. Who's going to the next round? 32 degrees, looks like he's trying to get in there. Maxi's trying to pull the balls in the upset right there. And it looks like right there. And Drew looks like he's taking the lead right there. Into the final turn. Drew had better hurry up because Jonathan could catch up. Jonathan's trying to catch up right there. And Drew's going to get in there, but it's too late. Jonathan Lochran got the best of him as Max D will advance to the next round. I thought Drew's going to get it because the problem is in the first turn, he slowed down a little bit, had a little slumpy thing going on, and he was trying to steady the truck. While Drew looks like he was taking the lead so far for sure, but unfortunately got the best of him, and that's how it is. So not the way we wanted to see, but still, it is what it is. All right, we are going to go to the next round. We'll be Gravedigger, Velociraptor, El Toro Loco, Punisher, Octonator, Sparkle Smash, and then Son of a Digger, Max D. These guys are going to go on and on and on to ball it out right there, as these trucks are going to try to get it the game out there to pull the upset. All right, guys, here comes Mordecai in Gravedigger. And last time we saw him when we did the Anaheim show, I'm surprised he won a racing champion because he got away with several trucks to get the win. And now his opponent's going to be Emmett in Velociraptor. This is going to be a really intense race between those two guys. Gravedigger, Velociraptor, here we go. Mordecai looks like he's been trying to pull the game out there and trying to show it off to everyone out there. But surprisingly, he never tries to fail himself. He wants to try to be the one by being the best right there. And Velociraptor looks like he's taking the lead out there. Oh my goodness. And now we're going to the final turn. Looks like Gravedigger's getting closer. Gravedigger's making a comeback. And Gravedigger got the win right there. This time, not a single problem with Velociraptor. The only thing it was just a little error he just did because he just went a little too far on the turn. Velociraptor had the lead, but unfortunately, because Emmett turned a little too far away, and that forces Mordecai to turn a sharp turn, and Mordecai got the best of him, so your winner goes to Mordecai and Gravedigger. Coming next, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Summer Smith's longtime boyfriend / husband, Ethan, in El Toro Loco, and his opponent, the guy who's remaining undefeated in the tour, Tank and Punisher. Ethan and Tank is going to be a very, very good match, because last year, Ethan destroyed Mavis' undefeated win from her stadium tour. The question is, can he do it again back to back? But this time, Tank is a tough guy to defeat, because Tank normally he won, and there's a problem with El Toro Loco. Look out, Ethan. Oh my goodness. And unfortunately, Ethan did not went well that he wanted to do, and that's going to shut him down. The official shut down Punisher as well for safety concerns. So my goodness, the problem is when Ethan did the jump, he lost control of the turn. He's like, I believe he gassed it a little too hard. He braked a little too hard, and it forces the truck to flip itself over. That's why he lost control. So that's not a good sign for Ethan, because that's going to cost him some points. All right, everybody, this time we're going to have husband versus wife. Pacifica Northwest, Dipper Pines, Octonator, Sparkle Smash, two of Spin Master's creative trucks. And now they're going to go head toe to toe right there here in Monster Jam Racing. And not just that, they're husband and wife, and they have 3 kids together, 1 set of twins, and they have an extra son in the, with them. Anyways, Pacifica looks like she's taking the lead, and she's going to take out her husband Dipper. They're both related to Gravity Falls, and looks like Pacifica Northwest is going to win this round out there. What a good race out there by Pacifica Northwest. She already did everything phenomenal in her run. Look at that, everybody. Pacifica Northwest not even close for Dipper. Like Dipper, I thought he was going to try to do the upset, but he didn't. Not the way I wanted to see it, but it is what it is. Coming next, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Rigby in the Son of a Digger monster truck. His opponent, Jonathan Lochran and Max D. Now, Rigby's used to it facing Max D, but most of the time in his career, it was the one and only man himself, Cosmo, and Max D. Unfortunately, Cosmo is no longer with us. Cosmo already retired. And I did talk to Rigby. What is it like now facing a Max D, but with a different driver? He told me he has faced different drivers aside from Cosmo, but it will never be the same because I missed the curse. Now, a lot of people that didn't notice, Rigby and Cosmo, they always mock each other. They always be like, curse you, all this and that. But, they love each other. That's how they mess around. Anyway, Son of a Digger is going to win, and there's a 5-second penalty on Max D. So Max D has a 5-second penalty for missing the jump. Once you miss the jump, that's considered a 5-second penalty. Look at that. Yep, Jonathan Lochran has trouble in that turn. That's going to cost him. Either way, even if Jonathan did want, it will not be winning because that's a 5-second penalty for Jonathan Lochran. I know he hates it, but you can't do nothing about it. All right, we're going to go to the semifinals between Gravedigger Punisher. This is going to be a good one. And Sparkle Smash and Son of a Digger. This is going to be a good intense race because I'm going to predict who I'm going to see, what I could see. I'm not so sure yet, but we're going to find out. Anyways, Mordecai and Gravedigger getting ready to rock and roll in. His opponent is going to be Tank and Punisher. Now, this is their first time having a tour from these guys together. They never had a tour together. And fun fact is, the first time when Mordecai won a racing champion was he beat this guy in the championship race, Tank. At the time, he drove Salvager. And then a year later, he beat Mavis Dracula and Lucas Stabilizer. And now, here we are this season. Mordecai gets to have a tour with the 2 drivers he beat back-to-back, which was Tank in the first year was 24, and then 25 was Mavis. And it looks like it's going to be a big, huge payback from Tank from a long time ago, back at World Finals 24. And Tank will never forget World Finals 24, how it all happened, because, that was his rookie season. But still, it was a really dominant race. Anyways, what a good race right there between Tank and Mordecai. Tank has already got the game out there, and he put the sleeve on it, so congratulations to Tank. Who will meet Tank in the championship race? Will it be his arch rival, Pacifica Northwest, in Sparkle Smash? Or will it be the guy that he beats, his best friend, Rigby, in Son of a Digger? This is going to be a good race out there between Son of a Digger and Sparkle Smash. Both trucks are looking good right there. They're getting ready to get it started. I like the part how Sparkle Smash is trying to pull in the game out there, and Rigby's trying to pull in the game out there. Look like not bad how both of these, them are doing. And it looks like they're going to get it up right there. And one more turn to go. Let's see how they're going to try to get it up there right there. Sparkle Smash looks like he's trying to get in there, and Son of a Digger, And it looks like Pacifica Northwest got the best of it. And your winner goes to Pacifica Northwest in Sparkle Smash, knocking out Rigney, son of a digger. Let's go look at the replay right now. Not bad for both trucks out there. And it looks like they both did a great, phenomenal job right there. Pacifica Northwest is the winner right there, and we're going to the championship race. Ladies and gentlemen, for a lot of people that didn't notice, this is the most intense rivalry of the sport between Tank and Pacifica. This is like our version to Peyton Manning versus Tom Brady, because they face each other multiple times on the second year. On that second year, right after when Tank has his sophomore season, Pacifica was going at it with him. And now here they are back in the tour again, and now they're going to remain the tour together for the rest of the entire life unless one of them retires. Pacifica looks like she's going to put the name of a streak right there. Her opponent is the guy who's trying to stay undefeated in the tour, Tank and Punisher, as they're going to get ready to get started. Both trucks look like they're solid decents right there. As they're going to get out there, here they come, they're going to pull the upset. And Pacifica Northwest almost nearly got a 5-second penalty, same as Tank, but they're still solid decent right there. In the final turn, they're both going to get in there. Who's going to get the battle? And Pacifica Northwest will be the winner of this matchup. She has knocked out her arch rival, Tank and Punisher. Man, what a good race. This is going to be like our new version to Donald Duck versus Cosmo rivalry. But the thing is that, well, Pacifica hasn't been in the World Finals in a while, and Tank has been in the World Finals every year. So we're hoping Pacifica could make it this year, because that would have been something to see. But anyways, what a good race out there. Congratulations to Pacifica Northwest as she's moving on to win the racing competition. So coming next, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be the Monster Jam two-wheel skills competition, as we're going to get ready to get started. Coming next, ladies and gentlemen, our first two-wheel skills competition will be Drew in 32 degrees. Let's see what Drew's going to do right here in the sweet Arizona desert, home of the saguaro cactuses. You know, it's kind of rare to see these type of cactuses. The only way to see them, you have to go to Arizona for that. Anyways, we have several of them, tiny bit of them in California, a little bit of teeny bit of them here in Nevada. But now, let's see what he's going to try to do to get in the game. As Drew looks like he's going to try to probably do a perfect two-wheel skills maneuver. That's his first hit. And it looks like the first hit right there. And he's going to reverse the truck. Not bad run right there by Drew in 32 degrees. I mean, I like the part how he's trying to keep a distance, you know. He's not going to get it out right there. One more hit to go. Let's see what Drew is going to try to get it up right there, if he could try to pull the game out there. As Drew's getting ready to rocking and rolling out there. And he's got one more hit to go to make a perfect two-wheel skills maneuver right there. Or a stompy, whatever they call it. That's what I usually call it. Anyways, getting ready to up and down. And he's going to keep it balanced. Okay. Come on, balance the truck right there. And not really, almost. Okay, I mean, that's a solid, decent run. I'll give him that. But you know what? It's just not bad of a run. You know, he's just pulling up there, you know, pull it up to the game out there. Not bad right there by, you know, what he has done, you know, trying to, you know, pull the upset, everything like that. So he's trying to make his main purpose on. And the score is going to be 3.456. The fans give him a 2.946. Expert judges give him a 3.405. That is a decent score right there by Drew at 32 degrees. I like the part how he's trying to, you know, pull the game out there. But still, we got many more actions to go right here at Monster Jam. Coming next, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Summer Smith in Whiplash. And she just barely started her first hit already? I mean, I don't know about that, but, or, I don't know, it's kind of a little too quick, but I think she's trying to, like, you know, want to do some wheelie right there by coming from behind the Jumbotron and stuff. And the wheelie has just come up right there, and not bad. Okay, I will give her that with the perfect wheelie. Okay, she's still sticking around right there. Yes, okay. She has one more hit to go. So I talked to Summer earlier today. I told her that this is a new strategy for your tour. What do you think about how you're going to pull it up for here tonight? She says, you know what, her main goal is trying to do her best, you know, doing her best, you know, wanted to be the one by trying to be her best and stuff like that. But no matter what, I'm just having no doubts on myself to, you know, fulfill my consistencies and stuff like that. Anyways, let's go look at that right there. Not bad out there. Okay, I will give her that. That's some really awesome run by Summer Smith and Whiplash. Let's go look at the replay right now. That is some pretty good run right there by Summer Smith. As you could tell that, you know, she tried everything her best and, you know, try to keep it wheelie. And it's going to be 7.821. Fans gave her a 7.306 and the other one gave her a 7.948. Not bad, but still good run. Anyways, there's still more run and everything like that coming up. So yeah, we're going to go see how it goes. And We'll see how the decision has been made. All right, Monster Jam fans, coming next, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be Gru in the Scorcher monster truck. Gru is already here trying to perform right here in Arizona. Now, fun fact is it was confirmed from the one show that he was born all the way in Albuquerque, New Mexico, since we have no New Mexico shows. So this is like the slightly closest hometown show he can get because, you know, Arizona's right next to New Mexico. So yeah, and it looks like it's not really the way he wanted to do. I know it's not the way he wanted, but, you know, can't prevent things from happening and stuff like that, but still, it is what it is. What a good run by Gru and Scorcher. You know what? He's been trying to do his best. Like, I get that he's trying to, like, you know, trying to have success, everything like that, but, you know, no doubt about it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be an NA. There will be no score, apparently, because, you know what? He only hit one hit wonder. Once you hit one hit, that's it. You cannot, you know, get a score in the world of two-wheel skills. As much as I know he hated it, don't like to see him that way, but it happens. All right, coming next, ladies and gentlemen, Mavis Dracula, Lucas Oil Stabilizer. Let's see what the Mavis is going to do. Mavis has a little bit of a struggle so far this season, not the way we wanted to see from her, but let's see if she can work it out. Last year when we were at Arizona, she did won a great freestyle competition. Let's see if she can do it again, but we got to wait till freestyle. Can freestyle be her night? We're going to find out because she's hoping that it could be. Same track, same design, same everything. Mavis told me. She said, no doubt about it, I could possibly win back-to-back, but that's if it can happen. And it looks like it's going to be an NA for Mavis Dracula. As much as I hate to see her suffer like this, but you know what? You can't do nothing about it. There will be no score for Mavis Dracula, Lucas Oil Stabilizer. Unfortunately, Stabilizer, not the way she wanted to do, but still, Mavis tried everything she can out there, you know, no doubt about it, in her, you know, in her game and stuff like that, but still, you can't do nothing about it. However, things happen for a reason and stuff, but still, can't say anything much as stuff. However, you know, it is what it is, all that stuff, but still, yeah. Anyways, I don't want to get a little distracted. Coming next is her husband, the love of her life, Jonathan Lochran, Max D. They got a son together. Let's see what Johnny's going to do. Although that his wife did not work out, but let's see what his wife is going to try to do the best she can as he's ready to rock him. Jonathan Lochran looks like he's ready to keep it steady out there as he's going to try his best. Trying to see if he can try to go for a perfect two-wheel skills maneuver right there. Into the two-wheel skills maneuver. Let's see what he's going to try to do. Lochran, good. Okay, can he try to reverse it? Okay, can he try to? So he can keep it going. And, okay. All right. Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on, Monster Jam fans. This is something crazy I didn't see right now. This, okay, it's starting to get interesting. Okay. All right, it's starting to get a little interesting right there for Jonathan Lochran. Not bad for his run. And, oh, no. Not the way he wanted, and he saved the truck. All right, that's good. Saved the truck, not bad. He has one more hit to go. I don't know if that counts, but so far, it looks like I was told that it doesn't count. So he has one more hit to go. Yeah, I was told that it's not the, you know, the actual count. So it's all good. It is what it is and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's how it is. Jonathan Lochran looks like what he's going to try to do. Trying to be the best as he can. And he's going to reverse the truck right there. Not bad. And I like the part how he's doing it. Yep. Okay, I give him that. Not bad driving the red candy apple Max D. He'll drive the original one maybe next season, but he's going to drive it just because he thought he had good luck. But so far, it's been of a so-so for him, and it's not what he wanted to see. Boy, Johnny is doing really absolutely phenomenal in his race. Like, I like the part how he's trying to keep it consistent. And it looks like the score is going to be 8.102. The fans gave him a 8.030. The experts give him an 8.220. Not bad score. I will give him that. That's a really, really great score by Jonathan Lochran in Max D. Coming in next, ladies and gentlemen, it's Emmett in Velociraptor. We have two designs of Velociraptor. One is the orange design, which was driven by W the Dolphin. And now we have the blue design, which is driven by Emmett, which is you guys are looking at right now. And this is the first time Emmett decided to bring back the one with the eye. Now, it's been a while he drove the one with the eye. The reason why is because, you know, Emmett's not really a person that could see things from the outside and stuff. He has driven it its first year, but he had no problem with it. It's just he wants to have a good, clear vision, which is understandable why. But you know what? He wants to bring it up right there here at the fence here in Arizona. Not a bad run, but he has one more hit to go. Can Velociraptor try to pull the game upset? Emmett's trying to see if he could try to get back to the biggest event of the year, the Monster Jam nickelodeon Car to the World Finals. Last year when we were at the World Finals, which this past season, he did a phenomenal job in the back in Zootopia. But let's see what he can try to do in this coming up, because Vice City is calling his name. And he would love to be in Vice City, which will make sense because the green represents the island or the land. The blue represents the water, which is really kind of cool. Anyways, what a good run by Emmett and Velociraptor. I like the part how he's trying to keep it consistent. You know what? It's really awesome that he tried everything he can out there. Not bad. And you guys recognize him from the movie, the Lego movie. That's good old Emmett. Anyways, the score's going to be 6.895. The fans gave him a 6.571. Expert judges give him a 6.239. Not bad run by Emmett and Velociraptor. He just rocking and rolling out there, trying to do everything he can out there, and that's what he's trying to do. Have his good success and everything like that. Here comes Dipper Pines in the Octonator monster truck. A lot of people wants to see good old Dippy here, trying to get it on right there. Remember earlier today, he lost to his wife, Pacifica Northwest, in Sparkle Smash. Let's see, can Dipper not fail himself? I like the song, how he has it, you know, 10,000 Fists by Disturbed. That's the official theme song of, you know, Octonator. You guys can look it up. It's called 10,000 Fists by Disturbed, the name of the band. And that's Octonator's theme song. I'll never forget the time when we did the inaugural All-Star Challenge back in Las Vegas, when he did the similar flip, like how Leo Donald, the one who drove VP Racing Fuel's Mad Scientist, like when he drove it to the, when he was doing the wheelie, he hit the ramp, it flipped him over, and he's back all safe. And the fans were going super crazy over there, and that was a well-deserved. And it's funny because when we're doing Team Fire versus Team Ice, he's the only member from Team Fire that made Team Fire as the only win from the competition. Anyways, he has one more hit to go, but let's see what Dipper is going to try to do. We know that his sister, his twin sister, Mabel Pines, is doing extremely well back in Sparkle Smash, back in Stadium Championship Series West, and his brother-in-law Gideon had his good moments with Jurassic Attack, but he's trying to get back up. And Dipper is going to try to do the wheelie competition. And Dipper, oh my goodness, look out! What the heck? Oh, what the? Come on, come on! Yes! He saved it! What the heck did I just saw? I'm sorry for my exciting voice, but that is one of the most craziest save I have ever seen, and the fans are going absolutely crazy. That is some crazy bananas out there. And the score, 9.987. Fans give him a 9.459, and the expert judges 9.873. My goodness, man. Dipper Pines, never doubt on himself. He just really rocking and rolling. That is some awesome run out there I have ever seen in my life. My goodness. Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, Ethan in El Toro Loco. Let's see what Ethan is going to try to do to rock and roll in. A lot of Rick and Morty fans, if anyone that watches the show from the beginning, you guys remember Ethan. He only came on 2 episodes, which is, a lot of people remembers the episode where he, you know, cheated on Summer with a different girl, and he got blasted by one of Morty's rays, and they grow over his body and stuff like that, you know, just to give a payback and stuff. But you know what, this Ethan's really cool. His mission is that he wants, not just he wants to win the tour, he made Mavis suffer. His mission, he wants to make Tank suffer, and he's gonna probably do it with a perfect one. Not bad. And there goes the horn. And it looks like the goodness is he has an extra body, backup body, which is his last one. They're gonna have to just produce more bodies. And the horn from the right side looks like it's stuck on the tire, but it's all good. One more hit to go, but let's see what he's gonna try to do here right there for Ethan in El Toro Loco. Can Ethan survive the truck? Can he be the survivor of the goal? No, not really. I don't see that one happening. I mean, it's a meh. I believe it's a meh to me. I mean, it's all good. You know, I had nothing against that. What a good run right there by Ethan in El Toro Loco. My goodness, man. That was some amazing run. He flipped the truck over, and the truck went back on all 4 BKT tires. That was some crazy run right there by Ethan El Toro Loco. 2.108. I mean, it was an okay score. Fans give him a 2.003. Expert judges 2.109. And here's my favorite part. For everybody that was there in the live event, everyone's booing really badly. Like, I'm like, I like how you all fans are booing, but you guys are booing yourselves. You guys booed yourself just because you guys are the ones that make the score. Well, to be fair, the expert judges are assisting the scores, but you know what? Mostly the fans are booing themselves. Anyways, coming next, ladies and gentlemen, Mordecai in the Gravedigger monster truck. Mordecai, let's see what he's going to try to do. And he's going to try to get it up. Okay, that's okay. Solid, decent. One more hit to go, but I don't know if anyone's going to take out Dipper and Octonator, because with that big score, I don't think so. It's going to be impossible because with this, with that run he just did. Anyways, he's going to reverse it right there. And it looks like he's going to try. Come on, reverse it, Mordecai, so that way you don't damage the truck. Yes! Okay, that's good. It's a good run, but I don't think it's going to be enough to take out El Toro. So all I can say is good luck to the drivers. Good luck out there. Yeah, I don't know if you guys are going to take out El Toro, but I'm just going to say wish luck to everybody. Anyways, what a good run out there by Mordecai and Gravedigger, and there it is. 2.360 is the score. Fans give him 2.300, and the expert judges 2.194. My goodness, man, that was some good runs, intention runs, but however, we got more runs to go. Rigby in the son of a digger monster truck. Let's see what he's going to try to do. If he can try to bicycle it, it's been almost 2 seasons ago he hasn't done a bicycle, and he's going to try to do it this time because he has done in the past with good bicycles, but for some reason his bicycle move hasn't been that well since lately. Well, let's see if he can try to do. He doesn't want to fail himself because it's been a while we have seen him coming to the World Finals, the big event. But let's see, maybe this could be his year. I really hope so for Rigby. Let's see what he's going to try to do. Rigby's going to try to get it up right there. And looks like he's going to try to do the thing, and he's gonna, no, he's not going to make it. Oh, well. I'm kind of a little disappointed right now for Rigby and Son of a Digger. Not the way we wanted to see right there, but that's going to consider an NA for Rigby. I hate the fact that it's going to happen like this way, but you know what? You can't prevent it. But however, things happen for a reason. My goodness, gee whiz. Well, what a good run by Rigby and Son of a Digger. He tried everything he can, do his absolutely phenomenal race out there. But still, we got more trucks, more action right here for Monster Jam. Coming next is the guy who's still remaining undefeated in the tour. He looks like he could be having his 50-50 moments, Tank and Punisher. Now, Tank used to drove Salvager for his entire season. After Salvager, they don't have it in Beam Monsters, unfortunately. So we decided a partnership with the Punisher monster truck, and he liked it so much. And then, little did we know, I didn't know, like, seriously, I didn't know he wasn't going to stay undefeated, and I didn't know that. And Tank looks like he's going to have some bad luck right there, and it's not looking good right there so far. And it's going to be considered an NA for Tank. Well, what a good run by Tank. He did everything he can. He had his phenomenal race out there. He tried his momentum, but unfortunately, it is still a no score. But you know what? Things happen for a reason, stuff like that. But still, I mean, it happens. It happens. Can't do nothing about it, so things can happen for a reason. So yeah, that's how it is. Alrighty, we're down to the last two-wheel skills competition right now. And let's see, can this girl knock her husband out? Pacifica Northwest in Sparkle Smash. She was a former driver of Horsepower, where she won a racing competition with that truck. Unfortunately, Horsepower is gone. She went to Monster Mud last season, but it didn't feel the same. And now she's in Sparkle Smash. We decided to give her a Sparkle Smash a secondary driver, which is Pacifica. I mean, she's really doing well, even though it did give her a little bit of, a little bit of Horsepower vibes, but not really the, not the same as it used to be. But, however, she loves the colors a lot. She did admit it in her interview that she loves, not just she loves, representing Sparkle Smash, especially with the color. She said the color looks amazing. Like, I'll be honest, the color, yeah, I don't blame her. The color looks phenomenal. Anyways, Sparkle Smash has one more hit to go. Can Pacifica try to get in the game? And look like she's going to do a perfect two-wheel skills maneuver right there. And perfect right there. Okay, not bad. That's not bad right there by Pacifica. Pacifica's trying to, keep his consistency, and really okay. Okay, I'll give her that. And oh my goodness, not the way she wanted. And it looks like the unicorn thing just got off. And for some reason, a lot of people that didn't notice, that's the inflatable balloon thing that we have. Anyways, the score is going to be 2.081. Fans gave her a 2.012. Expert judges gave her a 2.017. I mean, pretty not bad right there by Pacifica, although that she flipped the truck over. But it looks like that balloon got off and stuff like that's crazy, and they popped the balloon. Anyways, Dipper got the Dipper Pines, congratulations to him. 9.987. Octonators, your two-wheel skills winner, followed by Maxie's Jonathan Locker in second place. Summersmith Whiplash third place. Fourth place goes to Emmett and Velociraptor. I mean, not bad for Drew, Mordecai, and Ethan. They made it to the top, top 7 guys. But now we got one more competition to go. Monster Jam, nickelodeon NDaC Carters, everyone's fans' favorite freestyle competition. And we're going to start with this one. We're going to have Gru and Scorcher, and also they're going to add some extra car stacks right there for all the fans out there. Since they're not going to do no more two-wheel skills, to prevent that happening, they're going to add some cars for all the fans. And it looks like the score has just started. The timing has just started right there for Scorcher. And he's rocking and rolling right there. He's really rocking and rolling out there. I'll just give him that. Is that, you know, he's just trying to play as the villain in this truck right there. Which it makes sense because the truck has a black body. And there's a lot of half white on the 32 degrees. Because, you know, Gru dressed up in black or dark gray sometimes. Meanwhile, light gray, mostly white for Drew, his twin brother. Drew's trying to get in the game out there. At least he's just, you know, trying to pull it up to the upset right there. And he's just rocking and rolling out there, you know, completely, you know, getting the game out there. And it looks like he's under 52 seconds to go. Good thing he's eligible to make the score, bypasses 1 minute. And he's trying to, you know, be the one by trying to be the best right there. Showing off to the great fans right here in Glendale, Arizona. Not bad out there. He has one more hit to go. Can Drew gets the game out there. If he can try to try his best. Trying to, you know, rocking and rolling out there. And he's going to go right there. Not bad. Okay, I will give him that. He has, you know, pretty momentum out there. You know, trying to do the best he can out there. Anyways, 21 seconds to go. Let's see, can Drew hang it in there? He's trying to be the one by trying to rocking and rolling out there. Trying to be in his own game, in his own league right there. And right there. Jumping over, up over the cars. Okay, not bad. One more hit to go. Let's see if he could try. And it looks like he's steadying it for the backflip. Up over the backflip ramp. And not really we wanted to see, but still it is what it is. Well, I'm proud for Gru. You know, he's just doing the best he can out there. He's just trying to, like, you know, rocking and rolling out there. However, you know, you just can't blame for everything he has done for everything like that. Anyways, the score is going to be a 4.363. Fans give him a 4.209. Expert judges give him a 4.198. Not bad by Gru and Scorcher. You know, he's doing everything he can, but that's really awesome. Speaking of that, here comes his twin brother, Drew, in 32 degrees. And let's see what Drew's going to do. And his timing has just started right there. Now, last time we saw Drew here in Glendale, like last season, he made it to the championship race, didn't work out well. But he's going to try to work it out with some freestyle. He had some good moments and potential right there, here in State Farm Stadium, right here in Glendale, Arizona. I like the part that he's trying to keep it consistent. You know, he's just trying to be the one by trying to be the best out there. And it looks like he's going to try to hit the ramp right there. Okay, not bad right there. He's just trying to be it, you know, keeping his consistency, everything like that. Not bad for his run right there. He looks like he's going to bypass this 1 minute, and he's eligible to make the score right there by Drew in 32 degrees. 32 degrees looks like he's just rocking and rolling out there as he's trying to do the one. He's trying to be the best by, you know, showing it off right there. And there's no doubt about it right there. And it looks like 44 seconds to go. Let's see, he's going to try to do what he got to do. And not bad. Okay, I will give him that. He's just trying to, you know, do everything he can out there. And perfectly jump right there by 32 degrees. Okay, that's not bad right there for Drew. Drew has a few more moments to go if he could try to get in the game out there. And he's trying to, like, you know, keep it consistent out there. All that stuff. His almost freestyle's about to, you know, end right now. About less than 20 seconds to go. Or we're now to 17, 16. And here it gets. Good one, backflip. Okay, I will give him that. That's really amazing right there by Drew in 32 degrees. And it looks like he's going to cyclone time. Cyclone time. Cyclone time. Cyclone time. And he's going to flip it over. I mean, that's a really good run out there by Drew in 32 degrees. You guys remember him from the movie called Despicable Me? He only came out Despicable Me 3. But, however, you know, Drew's the main character. Not bad by Drew, you know, he's just doing everything his phenomenal ways out there, everything. And the score is going to be 3.605. Fans give him a 3.409. Expert judges 3.648. Not bad run. I will give him that. He's just really rocking and rolling out there as he's trying to, you know, do his best, everything like that. So, yeah. Coming next, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Summer Smith and Whiplash. Let's see what she's going to do. And it's funny because I remember when Whiplash was still around, I once called, you know, Mrs. Brianna Mahan herself. That truck, you know, not just is just her truck, but is also like her horse. Get it? So it looks like Summer's going to represent her trusty steed like her horse, the truck. But, you know, it's like one of those cowboy or cowgirl, country girls, you know, style trucks. And even to this day, I still miss the truck. I wish Whiplash can come back. Probably never, but you never know. Anyways, let's get back to the action right now. Summer looks like she's just rocking and rolling out there with that truck. At least that she's trying to, you know, keep it going, keep it phenomenal in her run, trying to, you know, rocking and rolling out there. You know, that's what she's trying to do to play the game out there. Going to a jump on top of the cars, not bad, as Summer Smith is trying to do everything she can out there. A lot of people that didn't watch Rick and Morty, she's also the oldest sister of Morty Smith. Morty's in driving Bakugan Dragonoid, but he's on Stadium Championship Series South as of now. But yeah, that's how it is. And it looks like the hood got off in the front of the truck, and she's just, you know, playing the part right now. Trying to rock and rolling out there. She's just, you know, keeping it simple, keeping it, doing everything she can out there, rocking and rolling. And yeah, that's how she is doing it right there. All right, everybody, she has a few more seconds to go, and you know, all that stuff and everything. So yeah, looks like she's representing everything, all the fans right here in Glendale. Although that she's from the Northwest Territory, which is the Washington area, but we already know that she's in the Southern area for now. Well, you never know. But luckily, you know, she's back in the going to Seattle sooner, but it's going to be a non-broadcast show. Anyways, one more hit to go right there, because she has 4 more hits, and look like that, and not bad. Okay, I will give her that. What a good run by Summer Smith. I like the part that in the front side, it kind of almost looked like the Cali Kid or some different truck, because without the hood and stuff in the front. But there she is. Look like she's having some blasts out there to show it off to all the great fans out there. Not bad out there all, including the score's going to be 3.104. The fans gave her a 2.840. Expert judge gave her a 3.092. I mean, not bad, really decent score, but we'll see how it goes. Coming next, ladies and gentlemen, it's MJNDaC in Lucas Oil Stabilizer. Last year, she had a great freestyle win. Let's see, can she do it again? But she needs to get back in her feet right there to try to show it off. Mavis is still, you know, trying to keep it strong right now, trying to keep her consistent. And it looks like she's trying to, you know, make sure she keeps her consistent, everything. She's offset, trying to ready to rock and rolling out there. And it looks like she's getting ready. And wait, for some reason, she got shut down. I'm sorry, I apologize. I didn't pay attention. She did got shut down. Alrighty, so right now the officials are, there was probably an electrical problem. It got shut off. Now, not all the time the trucks got shut off, whether the driver turned it off, or was it the officials that did shut it off because there was no RII or the driver shut it off. It got shut itself down because it happens. Sometimes that trucks do that because sometimes either the motor got stopped or the motor died or something. I'm not so sure. Or electronic problems, or you name it, something. Anyways, let's get back to freestyle moment right now. Even though she skipped the raising ramp, I like how she skipped it. But I don't think she didn't need to, or she didn't want to hit it. Probably didn't feel like it. And it looks like she's eligible to make the score. I hope we get to see a good, you know, good freestyle from her, especially that she could have some great saves. And we might see it this time, maybe. Okay, yeah. Okay, we're seeing a good save right there for MJNDaC. And for some reason, she got shut down. Oh, yeah, I think the officials... Wait, hold on. They're making some hand gestures. Okay, she's back. All right, she's back. Now, I don't know what's going on because she really got shut down because for some reason she's having electrical problems. All right, everybody. So what I was told that the officials, they said they're going to give her one last chance. If she got shut down way again out of nowhere, they have a right to stop her freestyle. Although it's safety, you know, presumed. But, you know, luckily Mavis is doing okay, but she's trying to keep it consistent, everything. MJNDaC. Rocking and rolling out there, trying to show it off to the fans out there. And the perfect jump right there. And I like the part how the truck has the horns, you know, of a truck right there. You know what I'm saying? Up over the Monster Jam backflip. And she's got it. And almost. Come on, Mavis. Same here. Come on, save it like the same spot you did. Can she? Oh, she's doing the same way as last year. No, I don't think so. Oh, wait. Hold on. She's still going. Wait, is she still going? Oh, no, they shut her down. I thought she was going to save the truck like she did last year. It almost gave me that last year vibes. But for some reason, it did not went the way I wanted to see. Oh, my goodness. Gee whiz. Although MJNDaC, not bad for her run because she did everything she can. And the score is going to be 8.563. The fans gave her 8.049. Expert judge gave her a 8.759. I mean, slightly okay score. You know, she did everything she can. So, yeah, that's how she is. All right, everybody, coming in next, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be Ethan in El Toro Loco. Now, in two-wheel skills, I know he broke the entire half of the body and the left side of the horn. It looks like got repaired. Well, they did repair some parts of the body, but it replaced some because, you know, Nickel and this cartoon, we have backup bodies. So anyways, it looks like he's getting ready to line up and looks like he's going to get ready to start his freestyle. And his freestyle has just started right now. Not bad for Ethan El Toro Loco. Now, remember last year he became the first guy to defeat Mavis Dracula off the tour. He wants to do it again, but this time, to do that, he has to beat this guy, Tank and Salvager, one of the drivers still remaining undefeated. Tank right now, he's about 5-0. He wants to go 6-0, but Ethan's hoping for a 5-1 tour. But we will see how it goes. Actually, you know what? I'm sorry, my mistake. Maybe it's a 4-0, just in case it's a 4-0. And it looks like he's just trying to get it back up. And whoa, he saved the truck. Okay, I will give him that. Similar to the one from Two Wheel Skills. Not bad. I will give him that. Let's see if he could try to get back. And yes, he is. He's going to get back up, and he's going to try to get back and run in and get it going. Although the horns are gone, the front hood is gone. And let's see if he's going to try to go fast as he can to try to show it off to all the fans out there. Not bad run right there by Ethan and El Toro Loco. He's trying to do his best. He's going to try to see if he wants to try to beat Tank and Salvager. That's his main goal right there. Oh, be careful with the wall, buddy. And to the jump right there. Okay, not bad. He's just trying to get up there to the jump right there. Not bad out there. Although that he said that he's going to make Tank either he goes 6-1, or actually, no, I'm sorry, 5-1 or 4-1, just in case. But he wants to be the first guy to knock out not just Mavis, but can knock out Tank. But we don't know yet. His timing system's okay, but it still needs to get back in its consistent. 10 more seconds to go. Let's see what he's going to try to do. He's going to get ready to rock and rolling out there and perfectly jump out there. You know what? He's just trying to do the best he can out there. Surprisingly, he's just not trying to, make it a loose. He's just trying to, be on perfect, on time of his schedule. I mean, not bad for his run out there, but it's not the way he wanted to do. But still, congrats to Ethan and El Toro Loco. Not bad for his run out there. And there he is, waving it to the crowd right here in Glendale, Arizona. What a good race out there by Ethan and El Toro. He really rock and rolling out there, showing out to all the great fans out there. Anyways, 3.650 is his score. The fans gave him a 3.496. Expert judges gave him a 3.699. I mean, it was a really solid, decent score right there by Ethan El Toro Loco. He really rock and rolling out there, and that's what he's trying to do. So, yeah, I'm very proud for him. All right, coming in next, ladies and gentlemen, it is Jonathan Loughran, Max D. Now, we saw his wife Mavis perform, and now let's see what he's going to try to do. Jonathan Loughran looks like he's going to get ready to get it on right there to show it off to all the fans out there here in Glendale, Arizona. And it looks like he's going to get ready to start jumping right there to get it on out there. Jonathan looks like he's keeping it consistent, everything like that. And his jump, okay, not bad. Jonathan has already started his freestyle, and he's going to be the one, but let's see what he's going to try to do. And it looks like he's trying to race it up right there, trying to live it up, trying to do the best moments he can out there, trying to show it off. I mean, surprisingly, you know what? He's still okay, really decent. He would love to go back to the World Finals. He has never won a World Finals before. The closest ever he got was the championship race. The one that he lost to Tank and Salvager, and the one you guys saw from last time when he got lost to his wife, Mavis Dracula. Jonathan does not want to make the same mistake again. He wants to approve his decision, everything like that. But to do that, like I say, he's trying to, keep it for reals and everything like that. And oh my goodness, what a crap! What a weird case of a wheelie. That when he wheelied out the back tailgate, looks like it's already crashed up. Like you could tell, it looks like straight from a Crash Dummies. When he did that, the thing and stuff. So yeah, that's what I see. 37 seconds to go. Let's see if he could try to do the best he can out there. So far, he still hasn't fallen down yet. Not yet with the truck. He's still going, and he's still trying to, keep it consistent to wave it out to all the great fans out there. And it looks like Loughran is trying to get in there, trying to be the one by trying to get it in and stuff like that. And it looks like up over to the hill, and it looks like it's a no for me. Is it? Oh wait, hold on, wait a minute, hold on. He's still going. What the heck? Man, what a good race by Jonathan Loughran. There he is. Oh, and he banged the wall. They're going to shut him down, but it's all good. The time he says just stopped right now. And there he is, waving it to all the crowd right here in Glendale, Arizona. Fans love it so far right there as he tried to fulfill his destiny right there. What a good run right there by Jonathan Loughran, and looked like his score is going to be 6.425. The fans gave her a 6.367, and the expert judge 6.298. And that was a good race right there. And yeah, that was a good race, and that's nothing to say much at all. What a good race, intense by Jonathan Loughran and Max D. But still, we got many more trucks action. Coming next, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Emmett and Velociraptor. Let's see what he's going to try to do. Representing all the Velociraptors out there, the reptilians out there. And even though he's from the movie, the Lego movie, a Lego man driving a monster truck. And looks like he stand up. Alrighty, he looks like he's going to get ready to rock and rolling out there. trying to show it off. Up over to the jump right there. Not bad. And okay, now his time assist just started right there. And trying to rock and roll in. But yeah, like I mentioned before about this Velociraptor, I hope it will be cool to see this truck in Vice City, because you know it's blue and green. The green represents the land, the blue represents the water, and you can see the black represents the shadow of the ocean, of like the midnight ocean and stuff. So we'll see how it does it. Like, we'll see how he goes, because you know what, people predict that he might make it. You never know, it can happen right there. And it looks like he's going to be officially now, will be official making a score, because he already bypasses 1 minute. So we're going to see what he's going to try to get in the game out there. Velociraptor trying to keep it going out there, trying to keep his consistency out there. And you know what? He's just doing the best he can out there. Now, bad run for his jump right there by Emmett in Velociraptor. Emmett looks like he has a few more seconds to go. Let's see what he's going to try to do. He's trying to get in the game out there, as he's going to try to be the one by trying to be the best. And we know his girl, Wild Style or Wild Side, Lucy, watching him. And looks like he's going to do the backflip. And no, not really. Nah, that's a no for me. I mean, it is what it is. He did everything he can out there, and he tried everything. And it looks like the turning rod almost got really busted. He's lucky he's not destroyed, but still, it is what it is. What a good run by Velociraptor. The score's going to be 5.698. Fans give him a 5.733. Expert judges 5.2474. Pretty not bad right there by Velociraptor. You know what? He just rocking and rolling out there. That's what I like to see. All right, Monster Jam fans, coming next is going to be Dipper Pines in the Octanator. Racing didn't work out. Skills did not work out, but let's see what he's going to try to do here in Glendale, Arizona. All the way from Gravity Falls, Oregon. That's where he comes from. I know that he lost to his wife in the semifinals, but he would love to see if he could try to do his best out there. I like the how Dipper's trying to keep it straight right there for the ramp, but there's no point, because he cannot, you know, you got your freestyle going, bud. And then looks like he's trying to, what the? Wait a minute, is he going to do the same thing again? He's going to save it. No, wait, hold on. Oh, no, they shut him down. Well, unfortunately, he's going to be an NA for Dipper Pines, but I hate to tell him this, but you know what? I hate to see him like this, because he's one of the best drivers we ever had here in Monster Jam. Well, at least he tried his best. You know, there's no doubt about it. You know, he done everything he can out there trying to show it off, so there's no point, you know, all that stuff. Coming next, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Rigby and Son of a Digger. The first two shows were pretty impressive. Last time in Anaheim, he did great. He did phenomenal. I know he won his skills competition, but Glendale, Arizona, so far he didn't win, but he did strategy his points. So I'm hoping that Rigby could possibly make it to the World Finals, and maybe this time freestyle will be his luck here in Glendale, Arizona. Rigby's trying to get in there, and he's all the way from California City, California, which is a fictional version. There is such thing as a city called California City, but it's a fictional version from the real life counterpart, but it's based on the regular show, you know, from the cartoon show. Anyways, Rigby looks like he's rocking and rolling out there. Rocket Street. Whoa! What a good jump out there by Rigby and Son of a Digger. Rigby's rocking and rolling out there. There is no doubt about it how Rigby is trying to be the one by showing off, by being the best. Here he comes. Rigby's trying to, you know, be as consistent out there, but there's no doubt about it. If he could try to show himself to, you know, to show him out all the support that he's trying to do, you know, for everything. A lot of people notice that, you know, Rigby's not just one of the best drivers, but one of the nicest drivers out there. You know, he's been, you know, trying to show it off. And whoa, what a good save out there by Rigby and Son of a Digger. The question is, can he try to get it up there and try to see if he can try to get this freestyle going right here in Glendale, Arizona. Arizona fans are looking at it so far right there, and it looks like he's going to try his best right there. Not bad, up over those crushed cars, and he's about 13 seconds to go. Can Rigby be his night right there? Because he's trying to do his best out there. He's trying to show it off out there, and it looks like he's going to do it. It's going to be Cyclone time. Cyclone time. Or, never mind. I was going to say for the third time, but it's all good. All right, he's going to go hit the backflip, is he? Oh, no, I forgot his timing system's done. His timing system's done. What a good run by Rigby and Son of a Digger. There he is, waving it to all the crowd right there as he's out of it right there, showing it off out there. Perfect run. You guys are looking at the highlights right now on the screen right now. We're just waiting it to get rid of the scores, and the score's going to be 9.148. Fans gave him a 9.248. Judges give him a 9.100. Not bad by Rigby and Son of a Digger. He just rocking and rolling out there. We're about 2 more trucks to go. We're almost done yet, but we're gonna see some more guys coming out there. Anyways, here comes Mordecai in Gravedigger. That is Rigby's best friend. Mordecai's getting ready to rocking and rolling out there. Last time we saw him back in Anaheim, he really did phenomenal in his run out there. Really phenomenal. Mordecai never doubts on himself. He's trying to rock it and rolling out there, trying to get it up, everything like that. Up over those cars right there. And Mordecai, careful, you don't want to flip your truck over. And good. He's okay. He's good. He's good. He has to continue. That's great. Now he's trying to, like, you know, go by piece, trying to, like, keep it, you know, keep it balanced for himself and everything like that. But surprisingly, he's not trying to lose it up right there. He's trying to, you know, make it perfect and stuff like that, trying to, you know, do everything he can out there. And whoa, what a good jump right there. A good jump, good air by Mordecai in Gravedigger. And Mordecai, no, not the way I wanted to see. But it's all good. It is what it is. You can't do nothing about it. What a good run by Mordecai and Gravedigger. He really rock and rolling out there. He's just trying to do the one by being the best as everything he can out there. Anyways, the score is going to be 3.427. Fans gave him a 3.298. Expert judges 3.153. Not bad by Mordecai and Gravedigger, but I don't think it's going to be enough because I've seen bigger scores aside from him. Coming next, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Tank and Punisher. Let's see if he could try to do some well-known, good stuff in freestyle. He had his great moments in freestyle, but let's see, maybe this could be his night right here in Glendale, Arizona. Punisher is trying to do everything he can, and not bad by Tank. And Tank looks like his freestyle has just started right there. Perfect run right there by Tank and Punisher. He's just like trying to show it off right there. Oh, look out. And looks like he's not destroyed. Okay, that's good. He's keeping a distance. Okay, that's good. Now, I had a talk with him earlier today. I told him that, you know what, you're having some little bit of 50-50 moments. Do you think you're going to win this tour and try to stay undefeated? And his response, I'm going to try my best, but you know what? We're going to see what we got, and, I just got to need some good luck, good consistency. That's what I need. And try not to mess up, because if I did, then that's it. My tours for staying undefeated will be done. Let's hope not. Let's hope it stays undefeated. So, yeah, that's what he said. Not bad by Tank, the Stegosaurus. He's just doing the best he can, trying to really rocking and rolling out there. He was announced because of one of my brothers. We decided to put him in it, and little did we know, he's one of the best of the best of the best drivers we ever had right there. And surprisingly, he's just trying to, get it up out there, right there. So, yeah, that's what he's trying to do. Anyways, 30 seconds to go. Let's see, can Tank get in the game out there? Show it off right there to the jump, and not bad. Okay, I will give him that. Let's see if he could try to pull the upset right there, try and show it off out there. Anyways, 18 seconds to go. Let's see, can Punisher try to get in the game? Can he punish all these competitions? We're going to find out. Up over the Buster Jet, backflip. Okay, not bad. He's still decent. Pretty good, pretty good. Alrighty then, he's still got a few more hits to go. Let's see what he's going to try to do by trying to be the best right there. Showing off to all the great fans. And there he is. I like the part how he's trying to do the wave to all the fans right here in Glendale, Arizona. He's mostly was in the East Tour for the last 2 seasons, but now this is the first time being here in the West Tour, and you get to see more West Coast states because, at the time, Anaheim was the only West Coast show they have. Alrighty, so the fans gave him a 9.155, fans gave him a 9.467, expert judges gave him 9.230. What a good race out there by Tank and Punisher. At least he rock and rolling out there. That's what I like to see. Coming next, ladies and gentlemen, this is our very last freestyle competition, Pacifica Northwest in Sparkle Smash, and it looks like she's going to be doing some car crunching. She once said that I like crushing cars because, monster trucks, as much as I never grew up with monster trucks, wasn't around during the early days, but I have seen some footage, and that's how monster trucks are made to do, just to give it the fans. Not bad out there all, and looks like she gave the truck a perfect save. That's what everybody wanted to see. Not bad right there by Pacifica Northwest and Sparkle Smash. And the funniest thing that a lot of people that didn't notice is that at the time, Spin Master, the developers, created this truck because they wanted to create something for little girls. Little did they know they attract little boys too. Like, even the boys love it, even though it's supposed to be for girls, a female-only trucks. But however, boys love this so much, so they decided to get one. And little did they know, Sparkle Smash has been outstanding, a hit. And the funny thing is that Pacifica Northwest never had a line this big during the pit party and all that stuff. And it looks like the Sparkle Smash has already went tumbling down. Pacifica did not like the way it was, and she's not very happy. I know, I don't blame her, but it is what it is. You can't prevent things from happening and stuff like that. You know, things happen, everything like that, so it's unpreventable and everything. Anyways, the score for her is 2.365. Fans gave her 2.198. Expert judges 2.237. I mean, she did everything she can. I will give her that. That was pretty phenomenal, her run, you know, for all that stuff, how Pacifica has tried. All right, everybody, it looks like your freestyle winner goes to Tank and Punisher with the score 9.155, followed by Rigby, Son of a Digger in second. Mavis Dracula went to third, but not the way we want to see for Mavis. Anyways, congratulations to overall event for Tank and Punisher. He well deserved for an overall event champion. And that is it, everybody, for the game right here in Glendale. Shout out to the beammonsters and the creators of the mods. Their name is down in the description down below. Remember, you guys wanted to see everything like that to pull it up right there. Don't forget, you guys want to see more. Don't forget to hit the like, comment at my official channel, AALS3179. Share and subscribe to see more of your favorite shows. We'll see you guys in the next video. Good night, everybody, from Glendale, Arizona.